The 6th of July, Rabbi Furst, Havos Halavovos. Rabbi, your voice got really fuzzy. It was good for a beginning, but now I can't understand what you're saying.
Hello, is this any better?
Yes, much better.
Okay, very good. Okay, fine. Yeah, so I think you might have gotten it recently. Maybe I sent it out last week already, probably. I think I sent it. The email with the new document, as you have here on the screen.
Let's see. One. Uh, let's see. Shisha Asar. Shisha
Kamisha Asa, 15.
Amisha Asar. Uh, no, I don't think I have the
Should
right
have it there.
here. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it.
I think I sent it out Erev Shabbos on Yom Khamishi.
I think I remember seeing something like that. Let's see. Newsletter.
Mm, Let's see. Um, just let me mention by what when you as you're looking tomorrow. Uh, tomorrow I have an appointment that's 9:45. Okay, so that means I'll not just have to stop this first year about 9:30, 9:35, and I'm not sure. Probably have to. Hopefully, if you can just learn on your own, the Mr. Brewer's share. I'm sorry I have to miss it tomorrow. Okay, just remind you about that. I'll
Okay,
probably
I'm
be in
sorry.
there to
So,
send out
so
an email.
I wasn't paying attention. You're not going to be here tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'll be here for the first year, and we'll have to stop the first year a little bit early. Okay, so the first year we'll have, and then it's the second year I probably have to miss.
I see. Okay, Hatzlacha Rabba.
Remain Be'ez Hashem. Hopefully, if
All right.
anything changes, I'll let you know.
I
Yeah.
think I found the document.
Okay.
I'm going to print.
Oh, good. Fine. Very good.
Okay, it's printing.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this is the
Oh,
same document that you just sent, or you sent
okay. Very
last
good.
week.
Okay. Very good.
All right. So
Mm.
very top.
Yep. This is the we just finished the 14th of the spiritual accountings, and now we're holding by the 15th.
15th. Okay, Chamisha Sar. Heshbon Hadam im Nafsho Behaze Min To Mizo No Sav Kodem Haturach Elokim Alekem
Aleha, right.
Alehem. Um, so it's Heshbon Hanefesh. Uh, at the time.
No, Imnash, a person should make a spiritual accounting with himself. Be hasmonosoi, the preparation. This is like a hasmona. Hasmona is a like an invitation, right?
Ah,
So hasmonosoi is like the preparation.
Mazon no Sav is the nourishment,
Yeah, his sustenance, right?
sustenance. Kodem Hatzurcha Alehem. Before the physicality is upon them.
Well, kodem hatzorach aleim, before the need, but before the actual need, right?
So they should prepare
Which means
sustenance before the actual need.
right that we're gonna the basis of this Heshbon Nefesh is as follows. In general, right? In general, people usually prepare the things they need for their sustenance even before the time that it's needed. Okay, like people, for example, you lunch, you usually have the things you need to prepare your lunch before it's lunchtime, right?
Right,
But, they don't wait for the need to arise and then they go about preparing to meet the need, right? Usually they prepare before the need actually is actualized.
uh,
Okay, so this is going to be a cheshbon nefesh that there seems to be, or that well, to what extent is it incongruous our behavior in providing for our needs, physical needs, before and sometimes long before the actual need arises, when it comes time to taking consideration for our spiritual needs, that we seem to many times neglect the necessity of preparing for our spiritual needs as well, right?
right.
So that's going to be the basic question, which is going to be developed here in this Heshbon Nefesh.
Okay. The nano yodea, and this subject is well known.
No, a nano yode. It's not known, meaning
Not known.
we'll see. He's going to go to he'll follow it up in another sentence or two. It's not really known, meaning he's going to make the point that people people are preparing for their physical needs when it's not even know if they'll even be around to need them.
Mhm. Im yamod the yeah ad ace she she yehana may hem.
Right.
It's not known if uh, he will stand. What is yich yeah
If he'll live.
and live uh,
Meaning,
until
you there, it's not known im yamod if he'll exist and live. It's not known if he's going to exist and live.
exist and live until the time that what is Yahana?
That he'll benefit from them.
Benefit to that you will benefit from them.
You're right, that people are constantly making preparations for physical things, even when it's not really known if he'll actually be existing and alive to benefit from these preparations he's making now.
וכן כשהוא צריך ללכת בדרך רחוקה. And so when he needs leket to go to travel,
Likewise, when he needs to go on a long journey,
a long
a
journey,
far journey,
mazmin eineni halichaso kodem lechein biyamim. To go on a long journey, what does mazmin?
he'll prepare.
He'll prepare his eyes.
No, well, this inyane means here the details. Halirasa, he'll prepare all the details of his journey.
Or he before many days.
Right, that's right. He's going on a journey. He's making preparations for the details of the journey long before he's even going to set out on his journey.
The ayayin b'ma shehu oved b'makom shehu holech elav min ha-mischarim. What is this word? Ayayin?
That he'll investigate, like from the Tzorchian, right? He'll investigate.
He'll investigate what it is that he lost.
No, ayin b'mashu oiver b'makam shu holech. He will investigate what's occurring, what occurs in the place he's going to. For example, he'll want to find out what the weather's like in the place he's going to, right?
Right, of course.
You see, it's a big difference if he's traveling to the tropics or he's traveling to the North Pole. He has to prepare a whole different set of clothes for one journey as opposed to the other.
Right. B'achar kach b'ma sheyirchav ub'ma yagi acho min hatzeda uvechavera uve machanos.
Machanos, right.
And afterwards, with what is this word yirchav?
Yirchav, I mean, that's his transportation. He'll decide on what form of transportation. Like if he wants to go to the North Pole, right? So he'll decide if he wants to take a snowmobile or he wants to take a 20 dog sleds, 20 dog packs of dog sled, he'll decide how he wants to get to the North Pole. Ubama sheyagiu min hatzeda, and how will he get um tzeda, meaning his rations? How will he get his rations when he's there? With chevra, and what people he'll travel with, his chevra, the companionship he'll have there, ubamachanos, and also the resting stops he'll take along the way. All these things have to be worked out in advance.
Asher yachna bahem b'darcho v'hodoma lazeh.
Right. The asher yachnu behem b'darko, meaning he's continuing with, he has to plan out ahead of time his machanos, his resting stops, asher yachnu behem, and those which he will be resting b'darko along his way, ve'adoimelas, and other things similar to this.
Ve'ineno yodea b'ma shegazar lo avodah avora mizeh velo be'arichos yamav. And he doesn't know with what there'll be a rule, gazar.
Yedeh b'ma shegoza boirim hazeh, and he does not know. He's making all these preparations, and he doesn't really know what Hashem has decreed upon him about this.
Oh, what
V'lo,
he read about this?
right? V'lo b'arichos yomim, and he doesn't know about his length, what Hashem has decreed upon him for his length of days. He's making plans to travel, but he doesn't know if Hashem is granting him life to be alive at the time when he's planning to travel.
Well, haderech hazeh achi, and concerning this path, my brother, anachnu chayavim lios nechogim lemoed ulahaz domain lederech harachuka al haolam ha'achar. We are obligated to be what is nechonim?
Right, we're obligated to be prepared.
Prepared for a meeting, and has domain. I don't know.
We're obligated to be prepared and to lahazdamen, and to to anticipate.
And to anticipate the way harchuka al haolam ha'acher. Harchuka, is that like a law, like a chok?
Well, right, we're obligated to prepare and anticipate l'derech rechoka el ha'olam ha'acher, our journey, derech ha'rechoka, our distant journey to olam ha'acher, to the next world, to the other world, ha'olam ha'acher.
To the other world. Asher ein lanu mivarach mimenu below minos mi panav. That it is not for us. What's mivarach?
Ve'ein alanu mivarach menu. We cannot run from it. Lo minas mipanav, and we cannot flee from before it. Meaning it's inevitable. Meaning at this point, after the first paragraph, the Havos Halavovos has been explaining to us when a person's going to take consideration of a journey, even the most simple journey, he's always going to make some minimal efforts and expectations about what to do to plan, and he'll actually go ahead and do actual things now, long before sometimes he actually makes the journey. He's going to actually start making and doing things, preparing for the eventual journey he plans to take. Even though he's planning to take a journey, but he really doesn't know if Hashem will be kind enough for him to have him still exist in this world at the time when he's planning this journey. He doesn't know if he's going to be around for it, and he's not guaranteed that all his efforts will actually be successful. Nevertheless, he puts in lots of efforts long before the time of the actual journey. So now apply that to the journey that we all must eventually inevitably take to the next world, which is inescapable and inevitable. And let's see how much of a preparation we're doing and making for that journey in comparison to the most simple journey that a person may wish to take in this world. And let's take a look and see if the efforts and the enthusiasm meets any quality or not.
And we can't flee from this.
No,
We've
no,
got to face this.
everyone's got to realize that they're going to go on a journey, right? And that's this is included a bit in what Rashi mentions in Parshas Bereshis when it says Tov Ma'od, right? So Rashi explains Tov Ma'od. That's talking about Misa, that Misa is very good. That even though we don't relish the thought, we try and avoid from the thought, but nevertheless, it's very good because people, if they took it seriously, they would realize that since their time is limited in this world, they have to do things to accomplish while they're still here. Whereas if there would be no Misa and people would live forever and ever and ever, they would never accomplish anything because they'd always say, well, I have an infinite amount of time to accomplish this. So there's no rush in me doing what I need to do. Mashain came when we realize that our time is limited in this world, and a person really takes it to heart and incorporates that into his perspective about life, and his daily behavior will become changed, and he'll be preparing constantly for the eventual inevitable journey he must take, right? And that's a great advantage, right? But unfortunately, a lot of people are not trained to think in this way, right? They're not trained in this, so they don't think in um, this way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, so let's see. Ve'ech nis alam. What's eich? Va'ayich?
Hey, how? Hey means how. And so
How?
how can this be ignored? How can this be ignored? People, everyone ask anybody uh, if they think they're really going to live forever. People, if put in a corner, they'll say, of course, they don't think they're going to live forever, but they certainly hope they're going to live forever. And they certainly, in some way, deep down, believe that they are going to be living forever. So actually, tell you the truth, Rav Yeheskel Levenstein was a Chon Bracha. He was the Mashgiach of Yeshivas Panovich here in Eretz Israel. Um, actually in the Mir as well with Chesed Levenstein, I think. Yeah, Chesed Levenstein was also Rosh Yeshivas in the Mir in Europe. So he explained that this seemingly false sense of eternity that a person has, meaning he feels innately that he's going to live forever, even though everyone knows that it must be that he's going to eventually pass out and live and leave this world. Nevertheless, they have an innate feeling that they will not pass from this world. But he says they're confusing the eternal aspects of what the neshama is and transferring that aspect of eternity to the physical body, which can't be. That's where they're fooling themselves. So they feel um, that they're eternal, right? But they really transfer that feeling to the physical existence, whereas the truth of the matter is it's really the feeling of eternity they have in terms of their spiritual existence. And it could be, you'll ask a person, just thought about this now as I'm been talking about this right this moment. Could be you ask a person that they feel their neshama, and in general we don't have any consciousness of our neshama, but here it could be different. It could be this feeling of eternity, this feeling of that a person in fact will exist for and ever and ever and ever. That could be what we are sensing based on the fact that we have this neshama within us. So that feeling of lasting forever, being alive forever, is a true feeling based on the fact that we're Tzelem Elokim, that we have a neshama within us, but that they can't be mistakenly be applied to the physical body and the physical universe around us. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Vaha nis ia mis madas viha ha asika tidira viha derech aruch viha margo rachok. Okay, so the Hanesiya is I don't know the Hanesiya.
Alessi is the uh, is the traveling, the journey.
And the journey mis madas.
Miss Maimedis, the journey is meaning the journey of getting closer to that time when we have to go on the final inevitable journey of leaving this world. That's continual. It's a continual journey. It never stops. With the passage of time, it's always getting closer and closer to the time when we have to inevitably leave this world.
Uh, Vaha taka tadira derech aruch viha margo rachok. I don't know.
Okay, so it says, "Eik nisalim." How can this be ignored? Vanasim is Maimedis, it's constantly getting uh closer, and it's Atka Tedira, and it's always deepening. But Derech Aruch, the Derech is very long. Umar Gia Rochok, and the eventual destination is very far. I mean, that's how people look at it, right? But nevertheless, it was constantly getting closer and closer to the destination. Hmm.
Okay. Umidua lo shemanu al livano lezecher achar riosanu v'lo cheshbanu al hateda leves moadano. Uh, and why do we not hear from our hearts to remember afterwards?
Acquiseno. It says, "Umadua lo samanu el labenu lezechar acquiseno." And from where is it that we don't place upon our hearts to remember our eventual end? I mean, where do we get this that we don't pay attention to recalling and bearing in mind our eventual end?
Well, I mean, how do you do that? You'd be immersed in depression if you're constantly thinking about you're going to die.
Well, I mean, the point is like this. I mean, uh, you're not obligated to get depressed over it, but at the same time, you have to realize that if a person's going on a journey, right, even though it's a journey he doesn't really relish taking, but it's a journey which is inevitable, and it's in a journey that's really to our um, most greatest advantage, meaning as they say, we leave to go to a better place than this. We're going to a better place than this world. This world is very good, tremendously good, but we're going to even a better place, right?
Right.
But unfortunately, people they don't want to face the facts, and they don't want to deal with the concepts, and they just kind of ignore the whole thing, and therefore they don't prepare themselves, and that's the worst thing. It's like going on a trip when you haven't been prepared. You have no provisions, no travel gear whatsoever. You're simply just going to be going on a trip, and that's not nice.
So
Okay.
I'm 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 a little bit unclear of the practical ramification of thinking about the end.
Well, he's gonna get very practical about it. You'll give him a chance. He'll get very, but in general, the being practical about it is a person should realize that there are certain things he should take care of before he eventually leaves this world. Because whether he's taking care of the preparations or not, right? So he's got to. He's got to prepare for it. The journey is going to be thrust upon him whether he's prepared or not. Sometimes, like if let's say you buy your airline ticket, right? You pack all your bags, and and you get to the airport, standing online, and then you realize that you left your passport in your house. The plane's due to boarding is taking place in a half an hour, and there's no way you're going to get back to your house to get your passport. So what are you going to do? There's not much you can do at all, right? But that's not going to be the case with us leaving this world. Whether a person's prepared for it or not, he's going to have to leave this world. And but if he doesn't have any preparations made, he's gonna suffer because of his lack of preparation. So so it's only to a person's benefit to bear this in mind, and and actually a person won't get depressed about it because he'll realize that all the things he's doing in this world is actually a preparation for him to enjoy and benefit in the next world. And if that's the case, then he'll feel very good about this world. He'll feel very good about even having to leave it. So it shouldn't bring a, a state of depression.
I'm
Those
sorry.
people who are most depressed are the people who are least prepared to go to their final place of reward in the next world. But a person who's prepared well, he's prepared and he's done what he can. He's tried to do his very most what's necessary for him to do. So those people are very happy and eager to get to the place where they eventually receive their rewards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Uba'avodas Rua
Have a
Roa.
good day.
Okay, have a good day, Judy. Uh Yitzarenu Va'az Vanu Avodas Yotzrenu. Um uh and he serves uh his spiritual needs.
Right. Well, so he says how can it be that a person's not going to pay attention to this about his eventual journey and not to prepare for himself seder provisions for base modeno for the house of his resting place. V'nis'akenu b'olam hakala v'nechna ve'anchanu hakiyum, and we instead are involved with a world which is limited and will not continue to exist. B'madoi gofenu, and the pleasures of our body, of our physical existence, v'shachachnu madvi siklenu, and we forget the needs of our intelligence, of our minds. We forget the needs of our minds.
When we get immersed in our physical needs, we forget the intellectual needs.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Okay. What's hey?
Uh, so for instance, shachnu b'din, of those roya yitzrenu, and we were involved with the relationship we have with our yitzar, our yitzhara. Yazvenu avodos yitzrenu, and we forsake the serving of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, our Creator. v'ne'evad es tavasenu v'lo avdenu es Elokeinu, and we serve our desires, and we don't serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ah, hamavucha hazos. Ah, it's terrible, this confusion. It's terrible, this confusion.
Terrible. Okay, terrible is confusion. Kama he oras ule shach rus hazos kamo he chazaka.
Right.
How many what's a race?
Kama he arvas. How is it how great is the blindness, the shichrus hazos, and the drunkenness over this? How strong it is! How great is the blindness, and so strong is the drunkenness over this?
Kama he chazaka. How much is their strength? Chazaka is not strength. Chazaka is
Well, no, that's strength. But v'shikros hazos kamahi hazaka, and this drunkenness, how great it is, how strong it is. This feeling, the ignoring of the eventual journey we have to take, and the lack of preparation over it. How great is this ignorance, and how great is this drunkenness over the lack of our preparation.
Kamo she'amar hakasuv, as it says in the pasuk, ki tach maros inyan enehem mehaskil levosam va'amar she.
Moshe Amor, this is like a pasuk. He hach miros einehim. There's like a blinders over a person's eyes. Let's see, maybe we can look that pasuk up. Let's see if we can find that pasuk. Um, ah, right. It's a pasuk in Yeshaya. Do you happen to have a Nach nearby? It's a pasuk in Nach in Yeshaya. Perak Mem Din Mem Gimel Mem Daled 54 Pasuk Yud Zayin.
Let's see. Yeshaya. Is that the same as Isaiah?
Yes, that's right. 54:17. 54:17.
50.
I said, no, I'm sorry, 44:17. 44:17.
44, 17. So let's see, it says, aha, I am warm, I have seen the fire, and of the rest of it he makes a god, his carved idol. He falls down to it and worships it and prays to it and says, deliver me, for thou art my God. Is that the right pasuk?
Yeah, now the next pasuk. Now the next pasuk.
They have not known nor understood, for he has shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot understand. And none considers in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned half of it in the fire.
Right. He Hey, miros einam. It's like it's blinding his eyes from seeing. Right.
Right. So does that leave us? Let's see.
That is quoting this pasuk. That kihat miros einam. It's been blinding his eyes from seeing. Skill livnos, and from his intelligence to understand. Right, V'yomer shichro v'lo yain. He's drunk. He's drunk with. I think it means he's drunk without wine. Meaning he doesn't. His drunkenness is a drunkenness, but it's not with wine. It's a self-imposed drunkenness.
from,
Stupor,
from
like
the
it's a
blindness.
stupor. Right, person's in a stupor, but it's not a stupor from wine. It's a stupor from his lack of
Seeing and understanding.
taking seriously. Right. Okay, very good. I think there's good support to stop. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I got much out of this.
Okay, we can review it tomorrow. Let's maybe we'll go over it again tomorrow, and so I'll sneak in a little bit and try and gather the information he was trying to teach us, Mitzvah Shem. Okay,
Okay, sounds
very
good.
good. Fine. Okay, thank you. We'll stop temporarily and start the Mr. Brusher in a few moments.
All right, thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Lou. We'll see you soon.
Okay.